gamble it all. Oh wait, we don't have to. That's gonna be 1,000,000 points of damage. There you go. Oof. Disaster fudge. We got it. Zalto is basically just there to freaking bully across the lines, bro. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, J Villain, aka That Villain J. Tonight we have a very special treat for you. Mono Red. I really liked my last Mono Red, my hasty, wasty, big basty boys. And I feel like Mono Red's been much unfairly maligned in these last sets. I don't really feel like Mono Red really got it to do. So I've been really trying to push it. And one of my favorite, one of my more popular decks was my Giants. It was probably my most popular deck in the last couple of months. My Fire and Flame Giants. So I said, what if we mono red those out? We have some Is It Blue Giants, but what if we just focused on the speed and the damage and the hatred and the burning? And that's what we're going to do. With the help of Chandra Nalar. Now, I know it says that it's Boros. That's just because of Blade Historian. It is not Boros. It is a mono red masterpiece that we're going to run in Mythic. So, before we do that, I need you to do something for me. Do you know what that is? Tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button. Or else, well, guys, the like and subscribe will come and brutally maul you if you don't. I mean, he will just come and just rip you to shreds. It's going to be terrible. So press it right down there. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all the live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there. CNG Stream, first time streamer shouted his first time here. What is up, CNG Stream? Welcome to the show. You can check out our Discord community for all the latest news and information, along with the latest Kamigawa spoilers. We'd love to have you there. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. So you just follow that link to my AetherHub, go follow me there, check out the deck, export it from there in the format that you'd like. So, that being said, going into this, I'll tell you that it is an Alchemy deck. However, as always, I will run it Alchemy and I will run it Standard. You will see both. You will see the options in the sideboard for the Standard, the not-Alchemy version. So, that being said, we're going to start with Fireblade Charger. So it's a little hard to do Giants quickly because they don't really have any early drops. Fireblade lets us do two things. Get a decent blocker on the board and get a little bit of damage on the board too in case they kill something or in case it blocks. Doing a little direct damage, protecting, doing a lot of stuff here with Fireblade. It's really, really useful. I just like it. I just like it for early protection and removal and damage. Play with Fire is going to be the direct damage, especially the Scry ability, because sometimes we're going to need to find the cards that we're going to need. This is going to be extremely useful, especially when we charge it up with Conductive Current, which you're going to see later. And I like this because it's direct damage. It can go directly to face, which is mostly we're going to want to use it. It's always good to have early ping removal against stuff like Kessig Naturalist, when they first drop down their Voice of the Blessed or something like that, 2 damage can really save your life in a pinch. Fire Giant's Fury, the MVP card that nobody ever plays but me. So ended the feast, the hall, and the clan because a fire giant crashed in through the roof. That'd be anybody bad day. Target giant you control gets +2/+2 and gains trample in the end turn. And then the ridiculous version is whenever it deals combat damage to a player this turn, exile that many cards from the top of your library. Until the end of your turn, you may play those cards. You get all of the... So if it does 10 damage, you get all 10 cards off the top of your library that you can play this turn, and then the end of your next turn, which is ridiculous. That'll give you so many options and answers, especially in mono red. Just so much burn and fire and flame to throw around. Thundering Rebuke. Great early removal. Great late removal, 4 damage to a planeswalker or a creature, can pretty much kill anything. I especially like to have these on hand with the 4 damagers to take care of that pesky Righteous Valkyrie. This will certainly help with anti-cleric tech, because I know everyone's running clerics and angels and stuff like that life gain right now, so make sure to keep these around. Now we also have Brittle Blast, which is going to be really useful. This is an Alchemy card. Now it's only an uncommon Alchemy card, so it's fairly easy to get. It's an instant. Creatures and planeswalkers your opponent controls perpetually gain. If this would die, exile it instead. If somebody is running a Revolving Door Reanimator deck, they're running a Pyre, or they're running Aura, or they're running anything that they can keep playing stuff out of the graveyard or resurrect it or anything like that, this is going to put stuff to the exile, especially if some things have triggers when it dies or stuff like that. So you want to use this correctly, and you want to use it well. It will deal 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker, and it is only 3 mana, so a lot of utility there. Now, if you don't want this card, here are the other options. Thundering Rebuke, just load up more of those, and just load up more Play with Fire, something like that, if you don't want Brittle Blast. You can ping with the exile cards if you want something like what I like to call the pushover into hell or stuff like that. If you just want to absolutely hit exile with something like Flame Blast Bolt, that's a good one if you want to keep that in mind. That will also exile in case you really want that effect but don't want to run Alchemy. You also have the ability to do Spike Field Hazard, fill those up, and you can do the last damage and exile thing. So it is possible to do an exile with that. So that's going to be Blizzard Brass, Brittle Blast. And then, of course, Chandra, Dressed to Kill, is going to be our little bit of ramp that we have. Legendary Planeswalker with Chandra. She is looking good. She is Dressed to Kill. 1 red mana, and then deals 1 damage to creature or Planeswalker. Then, of course, another +1. I like when they have 2 +1s. Exile top card of your library. If it's red, you may cast it this turn. So, again, we can pull a lot of cards off the top of our off our deck with Chandra and Fire Giant's Fury. And of course we can ramp with Chandra because on turn 4 we could have potentially her down on turn 3. Turn 4 we can cast something that's 5 mana and do damage at the same time. So she is really gonna help this one. Conductive Current, fantastic card. Really like this one. We need massive wipes. We need to do a lot of damage to everybody. And here we can see zombies being electrocuted. Conductive Current deals 3 damage to each creature. Choose an instant or sorcery card in your hand. It perpetually gains. If this would deal non-combat damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage too. Consider this with Brittle Blast, and you're talking about 7 damage, and they get exiled. Conductive Current does do it to everybody. But in the late game, we're going to have big beefy creatures that we don't really care, that are immune to them being killed. So, or they're going to be out of our hand, or they're going to be hidden or something like that. So keep this one in mind. I also like to Conductive Current into a Conductive Current, so the next one is 5 damage to everybody in case you really need a powerful board wipe. However, if you can't run Conductive Current because you're running Standard, Burn Down the House and Cinderclasm are just as fine for a middle and then a late game wipe. Burn Down the House is actually very useful. It almost made the cut to be a regular in this deck. Very much so. You could put either one of those in there, and they're in the sideboard in case for your Standard players who don't want to do this. Kazuul's Fury is a little bit of a bonus. Deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature. We can sacrifice a creature and just absolutely whip them at somebody for the massive amount of damage. And of course, it's a mana, so it's a nice flip type mana that we can do where we're just hurling people at the thing, and it deals power, and we might have some high power creatures. Seize the Spoils, a little bit more ramp with a little bit more treasure and a little bit more card draw. We're really want to get some cards that we need. We need to keep the mana flowing and the cards flowing. Shatterskull Charger, always the MVP. Look at this dude. 4/3, trample and haste for only 2 red and 1. He goes back to your hand at the end of turn if he doesn't have a 1/1 counter on him. But if he does have a 1/1 counter, he stays. And then you can kick him to add a 1/1 counter. Honestly, I'd rather him be returning to my hand, because that means he can only be affected with instants. He's not vulnerable to sorceries or board wipes and stuff like that. It's going to be really useful, especially if you have the 5. What I'd rather do with him, I'd rather do Shatterskull, and I'd rather do Fire Giant's Fury on him, and absolutely hit him with a massive amount of damage, hit him with 6 damage trampling. Very effective card. Heart and soul of this deck. Combine him with Calamity Bearer. Oh yeah, look at that big boy. If a giant source would you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage instead. Absolutely brutal. And what if we want to double a double of damage there? What if we want to take Calamity Bearer, Shatterskull, and bring it to the absolute next level? Blade Historian. I don't know why I never thought of combining them before. Absolutely, attacking creatures you have do double strike. Wow. Lorehold swinging in. Can you imagine all these double damage and double striking with Trample, with Fire Giant's Fury? You could mill yourself by accident by doing that much damage, but ultimately that's going to be an end game. If you hit Fire Giant's Fury, he's a 6/5 trample double damage. He's going to do 12, and then he's going to do 12. He will just kill everybody. He will just bring the absolute pain. That's why we have 3 Blade Historians here to just absolutely bring the pain down on everybody. Human Cleric, you might seem out of place, but man, Giants need swords too. Quakebringer, you can foretell him to make him a little cheaper, which is fantastic. And of course, we love the effect of our opponents cannot gain life, which is fantastic. We can. We don't have anything to gain life, but we can. And then, of course, at the end of your upkeep, Quakebringer deals 2 damage to each opponent, even if he's in the graveyard, which is fantastic. And if he's in the graveyard, remember he's a giant source, so Calamity Bearer will make him do 4 damage, which is fantastic there. A 5/4 big beefy flame boy is going to be great too. He's another one that's subject to Kazuul's Fury, getting thrown at somebody for 5 damage. And then of course we have the big guy that never gets used that much. Giant Barbarian, Zalto, Fire Giant Duke, or as I like to call him, the Thick Red Duke. Because he is a 7/3, not too much toughness, but man, does he bring the power. This is the guy that I want to throw, and this is the guy that I want to rush through with double strike and trample on him, because guess what? Double striking with trample is ridiculous. That means he's going to be doing 14 damage, potentially. If we put something like Fire Giant's Fury on him, he's going to be doing 18 damage rolling in. Absolutely brutal. And then whenever he takes damage, we've entered the dungeon. Hardly important. Hardly important. So it's a little bonus. We can gain life, or we can scry one or something like that. Maybe if we get a little bit more, we can do that last loss of life, but it really doesn't matter. We just want that crazy amount of power. We just want that big hammer swinging in and doing that major amount of damage. 1 Den of the Bugbear for a little bit of man-land control there. 20 mountains, very nice. You can do Crush the Weak too. I don't know. I don't really like Crush the Weak. Yeah, we can throw it in there if you want. We can throw Crush the Weak in there. If y'all really insist. Yeah. Crush the Weak. It's a great card. Okay, we're going to look at our statistics here. We're really living at 3.0 average, solidly in mid-range, but we really have to survive those early rounds. We really need to do that. All red are Chandra backs, our Chandra cards here. I forgot to put my Chandra backs on earlier, so we're going to play them with default. 19 creatures, 13 giants, and then everything else all over the place. Berserkers, barbarians and stuff. 8 instants, 10 sorceries, 2 planeswalkers, 21 lands total. Don't remember Kazuul's Fury is also 2 lands that come in tap, so it's really 23. It's really 23 lands, which should be more than enough. We do generate some treasure token. We do have a little bit of ramp with Chandra. This should really be more than enough, especially drawing the way we're going to do with this deck. A little bit low on creatures, but that's okay because we're running a lot of damagers. Horizontal Gang, we can take a look here. Let's take away the exile here. Fireblade Charger, 1, 2, and then 3 is really where we're living good. Really no early creatures except for Fireblade for our little weak blockers. A lot of removal so we can keep them suppressed until we can start getting the engine up and running, and then bring the pain with the big boys at the back end there. So that's going to be fantastic to do that. So there we go. On our sideboard, in case you can't do it, Flame Blast Bolt, Cinderclasm, Thundering Rebuke, Crush the Weak, Burn Down the House. All fantastic stuff that you can do. In case you don't want to do Alchemy, you've got to do Standard. Don't throw your laptop in a vat of acid just because I mentioned it. Just give it a shot. Adrenaline Rush here in Alchemy Ranked. We're going to run it in Mythic. Here we go, boys. Running Chandra. Dressed to kill. Giga Wolf. How you doing, Giga Wolf? Lord Grim, Driver. Actually a decent hand. Champion of the Perished. me get rid of that. I don't want that getting in. I don't want to get that out of hand. There we go. Gotta get rid of him. That was Geralf Necrogenius. That's who that was. Can't have Geralf Necrogenius on the board, man. Be doing too much. Yeah. Old flying aggressive zombies there, man. Can't have it. Can't be done. Church of the Subgenius, are you? I know what Church of the Subgenius is. Rot-Tide Gargant. Why wouldn't he sacrifice Morbid Opportunist? Basically an entire parody of Scientology. Was that 5 lands in a row? That was 5 lands in a row. I'm glad you noticed that. I'm pretty good like that. You could say that. I'm pretty good like that. He's going to be dead anyways. There you go. All right. Finally dialing it in, boys. Finally dialing it in right here. If you use Jadzi, Oracle of Ark of Wa, Magecraft ability, to cast a spell with Kicker, will it still work? I don't know what that means. Can you card that up for me so I can see it on screen? Wolf Girl Master Zero. It's not a bad hand either. So the kicker is an additional cost post, so you have the choice. So you can play, hey, what's up, Raven? Where you been, bro? I think I know where you've been, Raven. I think I know. It would be 1 plus the kicker, yeah. The kicker is going to be an additional cost after the spell. Adeline, Resplendent Cathar. Let's see, he's got the direct removal in his hand, doesn't he? This is a man who plays Orzhov decks with Gruul bags. Yeah, he's got the direct removal. There's Chandra. Vanishing Light. Ping him. And turn. So the most he's going to be able to do is 3. So even if he runs in on Chandra, he won't be able to kill her. Well, unless he puts down a creature, that is. Okay. So he is going to kill her. Destruction. No, it's Selfless Glyph Weaver. I think he's pretty much got me here. Interesting deck. Well, that's good, man. You should try playing red. As you can see, I'm having a hell of a time. Alright. Red has been really sidelined in fucking WoW. Like, really, really sidelined. I don't know what it is, but in the past couple of sets, we really haven't seen red coming out on top. Opponent goes first with this hand. No, thank you. I'll try something else. That's a little better. I bet I'll get the feel for her. Yeah. Paladin class, very nice. Kirsto. What is up, Kirsto? Bad Moon Pixels, how you doing? Kurtos, not Kurtos, not Kirsto. Kurtos, I apologize. Mea culpa. Mea culpa. What is up, Bad Moon Pixels? Welcome as well, Bad Moon. Thank you for following. We're only 85 follows away from 1,000. I see a bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. Don't come round tonight. Don't come round tonight. Such a jaunty song for some really ominous lyrics. It's so jaunty, you know what I mean? Banishing Light, of course, because everyone is running enchantments. And I cannot find my fucking electric current to save my goddamn life. Let's do Zalto. Would really love an electric current here. Be really fantastic for me. Be really, really good. No blocks. Puff, 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 puff. Down to 1. Look at that. Wonderful. Now we're gonna gamble it all, folks. We're gonna gamble it all. Oh wait, we don't have to. That's gonna be 1,000,000 points of damage. There you go. Oof. Disaster Fudge. We got it. Zalto is basically just there to freaking bully across the lines, bro. He's a 7 trampler. Yeah, that's why we want Zalto, is because he just bullies his way across, bro. I don't really even care if he dies. That dungeon effect. Hey, Zach Somniac is subscribing. Welcome, Zach Somniac. 3 months. Somebody has earned their gold skull. Yeah, that was a tight fit right there. We squeezed that one right in that tight. Never mind. Boof, boof, boof. Oh, everyone liked that. Oh, everyone's excited now. They like that win. Everyone liked that win. Yeah, that was a close one. Trucker Guy. Kurtos, how y'all doing? Gilgawolf. Gilgawolf, I think I've played you. Yeah, that dude was like... That dude had no idea what was going on. He's probably still back there playing. If you don't know yet, we do have a YouTube. Oh, okay. Alright, red. Yeah, Elfhorn, Rada Cutthroat. Yeah, Rada can't. You can't have no Rada around here, man. We don't like that. We don't do that. We don't do that around here. Like my man, Black Panther said, we don't do that around here. Valky. Well, I thought I was going to have to hopefully get a burn card in my Giants, and I said, oh shit, I just put a Calamity Bearer down. I said, all right, I'm gonna go in for 9, and hopefully I'll be able to get enough to kill him. I don't know, man. They like Valky, bro. Ooh, I gotta discard my Blade Historian. That sucks. He can't gain life, though. So that's good. He's gonna be wondering why that happened. Yeah. 2 damage to you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna Brittle Blast all that. Yeah, now you're brittle. Peanut brittle. Kazuul's Fury. I don't know if I want to keep Kazuul's Fury. Let's just go direct damage on you. Scry, Fire Giant's Fury. Absolutely. There we go. Fire Giant and... Yeah, I gotta play that because I need 5. If I can do Shatterskull and Fire Giant, I think he's done for. I think he's done for if I can do it both up. Elderfang Disciple's a straight line upgrade. Yeah, well, I guess they want the ultimate, bro. They want fucking the 9-drop Valky or whatever. Yeah, I bet he's going to attack here. He's going to charge up, try to run. Well, he don't have anything to run. So he's just going to... This is a pointless attack, and he's going to lose because of it. There you go. He's going to take the 2. Put him down. Put him down. I want to make it... I want to get some suffering here, so... Yeah. We want to make sure that he goes out. Okay. Now we're hitting a stride. Of course, we're not going to gain any back of the games we lost, naturally. That would be too nice, you know what I mean? It would be too nice if that happened. That's what he gets for pretending Valky is good. Yeah. Arnold. Hello to all the new people. Welcome. Would love to have you here in chat. PS4 gamer. Ooh, I go first. Oh my god, it gets number 630. Come on, man. Give me a break here, man. Well, if I pull it off, I pull it off, I guess, huh? You know, I'm really surprised I haven't played Numbskull more. We're literally playing Mythic at the same time. I know he's ranked, but as you can see, I know he's number ranked and not percent ranked. But I'm really surprised at that. Yeah, this is some fucking garbage. Okay, let's do seize the spoils, discard that. Vegeta. What does the scanner say about his power level? Alright, there's the Kaya. Gonna exile him. Yeah, we don't have a chance against this. Is a fucking tight as a drum meta deck right here, so I mean we don't have a fucking chance against this shit. White. Okay. He's building towards his blood on the snow is what he wants. He's going to make that return from the dead. So let's do this. He might have a Grimhold or whatever the fuck that's called. Gasping breath or whatever the fuck they want to call it. Let's do double hits there. One card drawn. And then 7 more. There we go. Bad Moon Pixels. What is up, Bad Moon Pixels? Nice to meet you. Blood on the Snow. Oh, another Sanguine Brushstroke. Very nice. Another Blood Artist. Very nice. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put down Calamity Bearer. Right? I'm going to put down that. I'm going to put down this. Gonna gain and drain a little bit. He might be able to drain me out. That's the problem. He's going to put the Blood Artist back. Unfortunately. I probably should have had enough left for the Kazuul's Fury and thrown that, because what he's going to do is he's just going to blood token me out, probably. Yeah, he's just going to blood token me out. That's why I say there's got to be a limit on blood tokens. If you Sanguine Brushstroke, of course he got all 3 of them in the first 17 cards, naturally. Yeah. I needed to kill him right then and there. That was the problem. I should have gone after Kaya. And naturally, I didn't get any of my exile cards, which I have. I have Brittle Blast, which I can exile those guys. That's the problem, is if you get 3 Sanguine Brushstrokes on the field, you've pretty much won. There's just nothing that anybody can do. Because you can just keep blood tokening and you just take off 3 every turn, you know. Oh, you met me on YouTube, Bad Moon Pixels. That's why I like your name, Bad Moon Vigils. Opponent goes first with that cheap of a hand? No, I got to do something better than that. Zalto's got to go away. Yeah, I mean, it's Lightning Bolt. It's a fucking Flame Helix with fucking every step. That's the problem. Of course I'm... Bad Moon Pixels, I've been playing since 94, okay? So, please. Okay? Please. Oh, he's gonna be a sad boy right now. Gilga Wolf, Gilga Wolf, Gilga Wolf, Gilga Wolf, Gilga Wolf. Drudge Skeleton. Yeah, man. I remember Orcish Oriflame. I used to use that in my Goblin decks. The Brute. That was a good one. Gave you card regenerate, yeah. Crusade. What else can I tell you about 94? Blood Moon. All lands are mountains. That's a fucking crazy one. Let's see what he does. Hey, welcome, Gilga Wolf. Very epic name. Oh, very nice. Urza's Saga. Oh, yeah. That was my jam, bro. Urza's Legacy, Urza's Saga. Assassins, the pre-built Black Assassins deck, where it was all fucking Black Knights and Yawgmoth shit. That was my jam, bro. That was my absolute freaking... That was my toast and my jam. He's going to Faceless Havens this. Oh, it's another Cather Commando. Very interesting. There we go. We've really got him down. I'd love to draw another. Oh, yeah. Gilgamesh and Enkidu. Yes, I know Gilgamesh and Enkidu. You think I don't, but I do. I do know them. I took a comparative religions class and we started with Sumerians, Zoroastrian. Probably a... Oh, there's Inquisitor Captain. Don't do it. Don't let it through. Unfortunately, good night, Puka. No, don't attack, man. That's... Don't do it. Hallowed Priest. Yeah, he's running into trouble here. He's gonna get a he's gonna get an angel though. Quakebringer. And I have a play with fire too, so I can finish him off. Oh, he's just gonna take it. Okay, yeah, he said no thank you. Alright, yeah. There we go. Alright. And then we're gonna do play with fire. Okay, so we gotta get rid of the Righteous Valkyrie, unfortunately. So he's going to do a grand total of what? 6, 7, 8, 9. Shouldn't have any hasters. No, he's got his Exalted on there, so that's why he's not losing. So we're going to have to Brittle Blast him. Whoops. And then the computer's going to realize that he was already dead. And there he goes. See? Simple as that. Alright, now we're getting some traction here. Now we're getting a little bit of traction. I think we've got this one figured out. Yeah, he activated his book, but he didn't Facebook, which was a weird choice. I guess he didn't know about it or something. But how would you be Mythic and not know about Facebook? Either way, I had instants to kill the Facebook if necessary, but he didn't Facebook. He did it on the main angel. Oh, yeah, he didn't have the mana. Yeah. All right. Opponent goes first in this economy. I'll take it just because I have that play with fire. Clever Sounds. Thank you, Comfy. Clever Sounds. Werewolf Pack Leader. Very nice. Yikes. Freaking yikes, man. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that, man. Fucking nut draw for my homie here. Now he's just gonna freaking Blizzard Brawl me and knock me out of this way. Yeah, I needed a current right there, man. He's just gonna Blizzard me and get me out the way. Can't gain life. Yep, I told you he's just gonna Blizzard me and get me out the way. Fucking 4 hands, bro. Should have mulliganed that one, but hey, you know. Oh yeah, these two right here, Tenacious Pup to Pack Leader. I don't know if you read it, but it's in the terms and conditions of Magic the Gathering Arena that they have to put that in your opening hand if you put them in there. It's hard to find, but if you read under the terms of service, it says that it's literally they're obligated to put that in your hand immediately. Legally obligated. Yeah, he had a freaking nut. He had a freaking absolute beauty. Kazuul. Oh yeah, Kessiger Rahilda will be fine too. Kessiger Rahilda will be fine too. Was this guy trying to rope me on a mono red? All right, we can get the thick red Duke out. He's not the thin white Duke, he's the thick red Duke. I'm sure you guys get that reference. The thick red Duke. The Tuk Tuk Rumble Fort. Get to venture into the dungeon here. Might have a burn for him. Where are his dragons? I assume that's what he's playing. You don't want to show him to me though. Look at that. Look at that flame effect. He's really roping me here. This is really strange for a red player. Usually red players just smash buttons. You know what I mean? They just hit the buttons down and see the pretty colors. Oh, the beautiful colors. He's gonna heated debate me. Eleanor Rigby. Burning down the house. He must have thinking man's red player. Very nice. A sophisticant red player. We'll put down Calamity Bearer. I'm surprised he hasn't cracked that orb open. Nope, that ain't gonna be it, Chief. I don't think you should do that, but okay. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that, homie. Sorry, my dude. Boom. Boom. Yep. That was a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. Rip. Sunglasses boof. Boof, 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 boof. Okay. 9 wins. Or is it 10 wins? 9 wins. I'm pretty happy with that. I think we're going to leave it right there. It took a little bit to get traction on this red, but I really think we got it to where we want it. Adrenaline Rush. It is not a Boros, it is a mono red. Definitely the Chandra help. It's the first time that I've played Chandra. She really did help. She should really be the face of this thing. I don't think I have any Chandra sleeves on her, so I can put her on there. I'd love to feature her, but I don't think we... Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, she definitely should be the face of this one. because she absolutely does help. So does the thick white Duke, the thick red Duke. He got us a few, and of course the secret Fire Giant's Fury, man, absolutely. And of course for Alchemy, if you don't want to do that, you can always do Cinder. You can do Cinderclasm, and of course you can do Burn Down the House. In case you don't want to do Cinderclasm and Thundering Rebuke. So those are all things that you can swap out the Alchemy cards with, in case you don't want to do the Ender. Dress to Kill, absolutely. So very, very one. Charger plus Historian Co for VMP. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's a really good. That's the combo I wanted to pull off. But hey, we got some wins in Mythic, and that, I mean, if you're in Gold or Diamond or Platinum, that means you should be doing all right, man. Did pretty well for ourselves. So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Until next time, I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. The word of the day is Inferno.